Man, that extra episode went on forever.
Yeah, I didn't think we could do a 3-hour and 10-minute episode of Extra. Like, fuck, that was longer than Endgame.
I think I actually lost my voice doing extra.
Like, okay, I know I just went on the ZO2 figure art article for maybe about 45 minutes because, like, I love that form.
2 hours.
You went on for ZO too long. Oh.
Oh, my voice actually hurts now.
Car, can you at least cue the roll call with whatever strength you have left?
Schwa the roll call.
We are live!
Mike! Zenkaigan! Connect. Loading. Broadcast.
Tempered Zeal! Bluecaster, Super Ichi!
Loud and Impulsive! Pinkcaster! Lane!
Illuminating the Tokuverse. Yellowcaster, Hologram.
Broadcasting hundreds of opinions across the world!
Radio Sentai Cast Ranger.
Welcome to Radio Sentai Cast Ranger, episode 244, and Blaze is on point this week.
Episode Entei.
Because the heat is on.
Anyways, this episode's brought to you by Coke Zero because yesterday I kept seeing the same Coke Zero commercial, and then it made me go out today and buy 2 bottles of Coke Zero, and it's fucking delicious.
Oh, no.
I counter you with my 2 cans of
See, you know what's
Pepsi.
funny? Now we're on the Legendary Beast, even though everyone called them the Legendary Dogs when they were kids.
'Cause they're
And then-
dogs.
And then
No.
you find out Raiko was a tiger. Raiko's a cat.
Yeah, Raiko's a cat,
So now-
Entei's the dog, and Suicune is a...
No, Suicune's the...
Oh, yeah, freaking.
He's like a mastiff or something.
I'm sorry, but just Pokemon Forever, when they're all like chanting to bring like Celebi back. You hear like all the Pokemon like
Suicide. Someone's autocorrect kicked in poorly.
like just like and it's like all the other Pokemon. Suicune.
Oh yeah, so yeah, Entei's a lion. He kind of looks like a mastiff, though.
He looks like a
I mean,
giant
Suicune is my favorite of the 3, so...
cat.
Wait,
Yeah.
so if Raiko is like a cat or whatever, Entei is a lion, and Suicune is a tiger, that means they're all cats. If that's what they are.
Well, no, okay, first off, I
hell.
am actually prefer...
Stop calling him Suicide! People are all getting autocorrected Suicune's name to Suicide.
No.
That's unfortunate.
Okay. No, first off, I'm like, yes, I like...
Okay,
I don't
let's look this shit
I
up.
don't like-
Let's see what it says on the wiki.
I don't like actual... Wow, I'm getting into this.
Raikou
Wow.
wiki. Just a wiki, just fully
Raiko's a
dedicated.
tiger!
Raiko,
Oh,
quadruped
yes.
yellow feline Pokemon.
Yeah, so now they're called legendary... Yeah, now that people call them legendary beasts.
Wait, what's his Japanese name?
Entei, massive brown lion-like Pokemon.
Okay. Fuck, it's a Suicune.
Suicune is a...
It doesn't say.
It doesn't say.
He's not anything!
He's a dog.
It says behind its crest is a purple mane. So if he has a mane, that means he's also feline.
Look down. It might say in the trivia.
Species Aurora Pokemon.
He's a water type?
Yes.
I always thought Suicune was an ice type.
No.
Oh, I found out today that
No.
I found out this week that Drifloon's a freaking ghost type.
Yeah?
I didn't know that.
It's a ghost flying type.
Scroll down to like trivia. Maybe
No,
it'll say there.
But Suicune's my favorite out of the 3.
Can't believe
He
we're
just-
actually getting into this.
He looks the coolest.
Yeah. Suicune is mostly like.
Inspired by Fujin, who wore a leopard skin.
Oh, okay, so he's a leopard.
Which means they are all cats!
So they're the legendary cats!
Bubs, what are you doing?
Fucking
Why
hell!
did we all think they were dogs when we were kids?
Because they're 4-legged and dog.
Wasn't Entei voiced by Dan Green? And fucking...
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, wow.
But no, I'm just thinking, Bubs, stay the fuck away from it. Ricky, it's just a fucking Raikou.
No,
it's just
and
a
then
big
my
giant
favorite-
fucking kitty.
Yeah, so
Pokemon.
Raiko is a saber-toothed tiger, Entei is a lion, and Suicune is a leopard. So they're all cats.
They're the legendary cats.
My fucking god.
Wow, why did we ever think they were dogs? We're stupid.
We're
I want to
stupid.
go back and slap young me in the face. And just be like,
They're not dogs.
No, we all called them legendary dogs when we were kids. Because that's what we thought they were. Because they're fast. Like, that makes sense why they're so fast then, because they're fucking cats. Is that what we're calling them?
Yep, that's the name of the
And
episode.
can we just have the thumbnail just be all three of our heads on each of the fucking heads?
Oh, dibs on being Suicune.
I'm Suicune!
I'm the blue one!
Fuck. Fine, I'll be Entei.
Civil War. Damn, I don't want to be Entei.
Fine.
You get to be the shitty Raikou. He didn't get his own movie.
Raico's not that bad.
He didn't get his own movie.
He doesn't need to be.
Anyway,
yeah.
for those who may not have heard last week, as you might have heard from the roll call, I am newly rebranded. From now on, I am Super Ichi.
Super Chris.
That will get annoying.
Can you be Super Ichi Climax?
Can you be Super Ichi Crisp?
What the fuck?
Super Ichi Crisp.
Super Ichi.
Kukichi.
You're great!
They're great.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah.
Bastard.
You should just do that. Just fucking edit.
Make Entei pink?
Yeah, make it all edit their colors different. Yeah,
Just make them shiny then.
Pink Tay.
Which I actually do have the shiny Pokemon of them in one of my games. Actually, I have multiple copies of them
Can
as
we edit
shinies.
Lane's head on Lion's body from Steam? You know what? I would not
No.
say no to that.
No.
I love Lion.
Easy enough, but I'm sure someone could do that while we're doing the episode.
Lion.
Cue Frankie from Super.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Anyways, this is episode 244 of Radio Sentai Cast Ranger. It's the three of us here. Emily's not with us this week.
She's in Cambridge.
Oh, is she now?
Yes.
Cool.
So this week we are talking about Zeo episode 34, Ryu Soldier episode 8, and the 3-episode Rider Time Ryuki specials. Wow. Yeah, that's...
Gross burger pickles, my burger.
I just order my robot without the Mind Stone. I mean, my burger without the pickles.
I get mine with extra reality.
I hope that theory's right that freaking Shuri made a copy of Vision Man. I am so upset.
We're getting a WandaVision show.
No, it's WandaVision, so it's just what she sees.
Just wants the vision.
The whole series will be just through first-person perspective, and we never see her. Just a voiceover.
I'm staying on the ground.
Anyways, while Gar is on the ground,
I'm staying on the ground.
Lane, please take us in.
Okay, Rider time?
Rider time.
I think you were thinking of Sentai that I guess it rolls into.
Well, I wanted to see what you'd come up with. I
I
was expecting you to go, Eli! Since you fucking did it like 10 times this episode.
No, 7 times. So now we're at.
Oh, you actually counted.
Yeah, we're at a fucking. Yeah, of course. I have to keep.
7.
Oh no, you were counting Wagamo's.
Yeah.
I was like, you said EYA a bunch.
No. Yeah, he's done 8 Wagamos, so now we're at 80.
Christ.
Exact 80 Wagamos.
I wonder if we're gonna break 100 before the
I
end of the show.
hope we fucking do.
Right?
But are we gonna break 3,000?
I love you, 3000.
Oh.
Yeah, me and Ichi went to go see Endgame for a second time, and it's still
In
just
VIP
great
this
first
time, in comfortable chairs.
Yeah, right.
Why are you staring at me?
Because the chairs at your theater are not comfortable.
I drank.
Well, you
I
get
drank,
to enjoy them
no,
for like 3 more
I drank.
weeks.
I drank a pint of beer.
You don't like them, you don't have to sit in them anymore!
I drank a pint of beer and a large root beer, and I still didn't have to pee until we got home.
Right? We made it 2 for 2 without having to pee during Endgame.
Oh yeah, opens the door to get some wind. Everyone else, feel the wind. Everyone else in the tornado cellar.
Alright.
See, I stopped sharing those memes because apparently a couple of my friends were annoyed that I kept sharing them.
Because you
one
shared
after the
like
other.
6 of them in a row.
Blame Wayne for that.
Well, yeah, Wayne is pretty...
I
Kamen
love
Rider,
shit posting.
Yeah.
Kamen Rider Zero.
Waz's new groove. Yeah, pretty well.
But David Spade wasn't in.
So like, this episode was okay.
This is the episode where Kyosuke Kiria finally admitted that he was a shit poster.
Also, like it's hilarious that they're like, wait, so he isn't Hibiki? And Todoroki's like, no.
No, he sucks!
He's never fucking acknowledged as Hibiki or as acknowledged even as an Oni. Like, he's crap.
We excommunicated him.
Yeah, like we don't even acknowledge him as an Oni. He's full of shit.
I don't know why we haven't done something about it.
I guess I'll die. Oh, poor Grease Coon.
Yeah. Which is hilarious because the episode starts with Kyoki getting immediately fucking shit stomped by another Hibiki.
I still love that suit of his. Like, I know it's just a repainted Hibiki suit, but like...
It's like Hibiki winter form.
Yeah, that's probably why I like it.
Which is funny because Kurenai was basically summer form.
Yep. So yeah, this is pretty much like... This episode was okay.
Well, you know what would have made the episode better?
Wool gets bored and
More
fucks off.
Sabaki.
Yeah, Wool just goes,
You're not actual Hibiki, so I'm bored, bye!
No, yeah, the Hibiki ones, I don't want to play with you guys anymore. And then he just fucks off and we don't see him the rest of the episode. Okay, stop showing fucking Sabaki! He's a shitty fucking Oni!
Sabaki for life.
Wasn't that fucking like Zanki's teacher?
No, that was Shuki.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shuken Shinobi.
No, it's Collector Shuki, you motherfucker.
It's
still...
Or
as I know him because I've met him in real life, Brian.
He is known only to a select few as Brian.
When I first met Collector Shuki, I just went to give him a handshake when I first met him, and he instantly gave me a hug, and I was just like, oh, cool, we're that close, awesome. He was a nice guy.
I agree with you, Orb. I am distraught that there were 0 musical numbers.
No! That's stupid! Even for this show!
Like, Decade did it! Why not Zio?
Because Hibiki was so fresh.
Decade is cooler, minds. And they did their Hibiki arc way better.
And that's why Zio should have had something!
Like, not only did we get, like, a Hibiki, but we also got Ibuki, Zanki, in the Decade Special, plus the fucking final attack ride Hibiki.
And the Maki.
Yeah.
That's sad moment when there's more music in their show than this episode of Z.
Hey, Sonic Underground is good.
No, it's not.
They made a vow their mother will be found.
It didn't have a proper ending, but the show was enjoyable. And they even had Knuckles in it.
Yeah, that's a problem when your show doesn't have a proper ending.
I can't believe Jaleel White voiced all 3 of them.
I mean, they're siblings, so they should have similar voices.
The girl?
His voice is already in that pitch range, so why not?
He was Urkel.
He's like the American Hayden.
Yeah.
Anyways. So, yeah, Wool gets bored and fucks off, and then Kyosuke tells Todoroki to fuck off, so he does.
I love it too, like Kyoki or whatever is fighting another Hibiki, and just like Sogo's about to go in, and just Todoroki just looks at him and just shakes his head and like,
no, let him get shit stomped.
Let him fight.
Let him die.
Let him fight.
We get a hilarious shot of Waz back at the taiko drums, just passed the fuck out.
Yeah, and like, so it's hilarious where like Sogo eventually, like, they're going out because they're going to find Todoroki to like talk to him, and then just like Waz comes back in and he's just like, yeah, no, I'm feeling really, really shitty, and Sogo's like, that's okay, come with us.
We'll all feel shitty, hooray!
So then they go to visit Todoroki, and like Sogo's like, oh, I know, it was. Go learn from Todoroki. And Todoroki's like,
go be his student.
Wait, what?
What?
Yeah, so like they even asked like why doesn't Todoroki have a student? And he's just like, I don't really care.
Because the budget won't let me.
Being an Oni's kind of become a drag lately.
Also because I think about my dead master a lot.
Also that, yeah, they reference
like he's still upset over fucking Zanki dying.
What I don't get is like he talks about it, but he never mentions his name, and it seems so weird.
Especially since like we're gonna see his actor in the next fucking episode.
Yeah.
Oh, Jiro, I can't wait to see him.
Right?
I love Jiro.
Garurumon?
Or
where Garurumon?
Garurumon!
But like over the course of the episode, when they first start asking Kyosuke questions about why do you suck? Why are you not Hibiki? He literally responds with no comment da. But then later he just opens up, yeah, I suck. It's true.
Fine. I just love in the notes you have fine, fuck you, we'll ask Todoroki.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But yeah, over the course of the episode, Sogo apparently forgot his own birthday.
No, because in the last episode, that was the whole point. They were like, because the uncle was about to remind them, and then like, was like, oh no, don't bring it up.
I'm doing a thing.
I want to surprise him. That was the point. He wanted to surprise him. So, and he did very well.
But yeah, when they talk about Waz being Todoroki's pupil, my mind just raced with all kinds of just imagination of how that could have turned out. Just like, how awesome would it have been if Woz became a fucking Oni rider? Wozki. No, you know what his instrument would have been?
Huh?
A fucking gong.
There you go.
Just like Toki.
What?
Just because he's like, yoy! Bwong!
Wait, so he would have been like, what's his name from Ghost? Bald guy.
Oh, Onari?
Yeah.
Onari.
Oh my god, Onari would make an amazing Oni.
Right?
His name is already sounds Oni-ish.
Onariki. Or
Onari.
something like that.
Onari.
Yeah.
Onaki. I don't know.
There you go.
Onaki.
I want to see that now. I
Right?
just want to see Onari.
We need a fucking custom of Onari as an Oni.
Yeah, just trained by Hibiki himself.
That'd be amazing.
No, he's trained by Sabiki.
But see, the great thing I liked about this episode as well is that
Staring very hard at you.
how much in high regard that they like talked about Hibiki, and it was like, yeah, no, because Hibiki's this badass fucking dude.
Who we couldn't get.
He was literally the best fucking character in Hibiki. Like, I was astounded with how great the protagonist of the show was. So, I love Hibiki.
Hibiki is vastly underrated, even though they changed direction mid-series.
And then later on, Todoroki fucking mentions Hinaka, his wife, and I was just like the girl he was dating in the show, and I was like, oh, he married her. And then it's sad because I remembered that actress who played her actually passed away like a couple years ago. So
yeah,
I was like, oh.
It would have been cool if she like was around and then like did become an Oni as well.
Nah, she wasn't like that.
She would have been stay-at-home mom.
She was all. I remember in the show she was all about intel.
Yeah.
You know what? This GIF perfectly describes like this show when they can't get a main rider back. Damn it, the GIF's not playing.
The Pulp Fiction thing where he's just looking around. Like,
yeah, he's like, where are they? you speak so hot, like you speak of Hibiki with so much praise. But where is he?
And how do we get Hibiki in this show? Well, fucking, what's his face just, like, has a sense of, justice, and he's like,
he gets inspired when he talks to Tsutomu, and
then the Hibiki watch just spawns in his pocket.
Which he just had, I guess. Or maybe this is one of those situations where Sogo eventually goes back and gives it to him in the past, but they don't show it, so fuck!
And then he's just like, Hibiki-senpai noticed me! And
it's like the sun glares through the window, and it's like, no, I hate you!
Oh, there's some Woz.
No.
Woz featuring Orga?
That's not bad. I think he should be bulkier looking, though.
Right?
So Orga is a buff boy.
I mean, I get the idea. It just doesn't look...
The helmet looks good.
Alright. But I gotta say, the funniest shit in the entire episode is
I'd love MCO was in the final battle.
Right?
That's
well edited, I gotta say.
Assemble.
But the funniest shit ever in the episode is something that might have actually slipped by some people. When they're in Kujigoji Hall and they're talking about Tsutomu, they look at the yearbook that they've got that has Tsutomu's like graduation speech about how he wants to become an Oni. And the funniest shit ever, like, he's reading it while the speech is playing in the background, and he closes the book, and the speech just, like, turns the volume down and drowns out. As if it was like, oh, I'm talking, but wait, no, it's fine, sorry. And it fucking killed me! I don't know if anyone noticed that while you were watching, that, like, it just, the volume gets turned down in the middle of the speech.
I did, I got a chuckle out of me.
That really got me. Yeah, so we fight another Hibiki again, and Kyoki steps in and tanks a Maogiri from ZO2 because he wants to protect him, I guess?
I don't know. I just started rewatching the show from episode 1, and I'm still confused.
I was
Trust me, so are we.
I was telling Gar, just like, get ready to just hear the two greatest words coming out of Soup's mouth. Getsu! Sogo! That's all she fucking does.
Ad nauseum.
Like, they just totally now ignored the fact that Soup was special. Because they made her seem special, and then Sogo just went, oh, we don't give a fuck if you're special or not, you're our friend.
Alright, forget what we were saying, let's go.
We just want regular Soup.
That art is cool.
You know you're drunk when you get the Domino's guy to buy you McDonald's with special instructions.
So it's, you know what's funny? Like at my work, we have 3 different sizes of soup. We have a cup of soup, we have a bowl of soup, and then we have a group soup.
What's a group soup?
So group soup is a giant soup that's
Oh my god, a pair of words I can't portmanteau! It just becomes group!
Yeah, and then a group soup is 5 servings of soup. It comes with a whole French baguette.
So it's a soup Sentai.
Go to Panera Bread right now, guys.
How about no?
I know you fuckers have them in the States.
How about no? I don't want to go.
But yeah,
I don't
so
want to go.
so Kyosuke gives this big whatever speech about being a proper teacher to Tsutomu, and hooray, the Hibiki watch spawns in his fucking pocket, and he decides that this symbolizes actual Hibiki accepting him, even though he's not even in this episode at all.
He's like, oh, Hibiki's like...
Oh no, the sun got brighter and the Hibiki watch glowed. Does that mean I'm really Hibiki now? No!
Oh, hang on.
But he becomes Hibiki
I
anyway!
have the perfect fucking reaction. Hang on. Just...
Is it gonna be a you didn't grow, you cheated yourself, one of those fucking memes?
No.
Because that's basically what happened.
Where is it? There we go. So, just... Oh, Hibiki fucking accepts me!
Is that Spoonie?
Yeah, it was Spoonie during Angry Joe's Aliens Colonial Marines review.
Sounded like he was trying to be Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That was his Spoonie.
Bullshit!
That was his Spoonie going, bullshit!
Yeah.
I love it. So yeah, then he transforms into Hibiki, and the Hibiki theme song
Cue
plays.
the fucking theme song.
I was like, okay, that's cool, but
I don't like that you're Hibiki, but whatever.
it doesn't beat Believe Yourself from the Agito arc. That was better.
Yeah.
So at that moment, Waz walks in and Iwai is fucking new Hibiki.
Kind of half-assly though. He just walks in, Iwai, Kamer Hibiki.
It was a drive-through Iwai. It was a
It was a drive Iwai by Iwai. A drive by Iwai.
And a
Just
Iwai
in a car. Iwai.
Would you like some Wagamao with that?
You are.
I just realized Waz doesn't have his own bike.
Wow, it's like if Neo Heisei Kamen Riders
Wait! So
fuck
does that
it to
mean Waz's time machine is gone too?
I guess, since that one was White
Or
Waz's.
can he summon it with the Mirai watch?
Oh, that's a good question, actually.
Nah.
No, we don't have the budget anymore to fucking do that.
We don't have the budget.
That's why you don't see them use the time machines anymore.
You know we also don't have the budget for?
What?
Good fucking story.
It'll get better in the last, 10 episodes.
Fucking better!
That's not good enough.
It's not good enough.
No.
Don't worry, once Omazeo comes back into the picture, the show will be better.
Just Omazeo shows up.
Once we fight Lavos.
But now the question is, it's like, what's Omazeo's plan?
He doesn't have a plan. He already has what he wanted. He's like...
Get all the watches and try not to become an asshole.
It's like Thanos. He got what he wanted, so he's like, alright, cool. I'm a farmer now.
I rest. I watch on the sunset.
Spoilers if you haven't seen Infinity War yet.
Yeah.
No!
MCU.
You should have gone for the belt.
But yeah, so
MCU
so
bullshit.
Waz walks in, and before anyone can henshin, Sogo goes immediately Trinity form.
And just fucking seeing, Gates trapped in, the little thing. He's just going...
Like they haven't even henshin, so you get to see them in their human forms, wobbly wobbling around like they're fucking wacky waving arm inflatable arm flailing tube man.
And then fucking, Waz does it again. The whole fucking rejoice thing. And I'm just like... And just Sogo... Sogo is just staring down at him like, fucking stop! You don't have to do it every fucking time!
I heard that apparently, this episode made me question, wait, so is Waz just a joke now?
In these 2 episodes, more than any other recent episode.
He thought he lost his reason for living.
It was more like Soup accused him of not knowing how to celebrate things.
And then Todoroki was just
and that broke him.
Todoroki was just just fucking hang with your friends.
Just be with your friends, that's plenty. And Waz takes that to mean, yes! Me being with you is plenty, because I'm awesome!
Also, I washed your underwear!
Fundashi! Someone's dick touched it!
Oh.
So yeah, Trinity and Hibiki, I say that with air quotes.
Hibiki. He was truly another Hibiki.
More like,
Yeah.
or
Another Hibiki was more Hibiki than actual
Right?
Hibiki.
more like Nadaki.
Oh.
More like Shibiki, I don't know.
More like Shitiki.
Shitiki. No, I like Shibiki. That's better.
More like Nadaki. More like Dollar
What
Key.
would our Oni names be?
Lane Key, Each Key.
Ichiki
Dark
sounds
key.
easy
Dark key.
enough for me.
What? All of them have to have key at the end of their names?
Yes, that's the
Yes.
point, because
Oh.
ki means demon.
That's
Oh.
the joke.
Oh, I never realized that.
It's more like Nadaki.
Yeah, because Hibiki means
Oh
echo
my
demon.
God, yeah, now that I think about
Todoroki is like
Hibiki,
thundering demon.
Hibiki, Zik. What-
Did you
oh,
never notice that?
No.
Oh my god!
Now I'm like thinking about even the movie writers. I'm like
Toki, Nishiki, Hibi.
Hirameki, Nishiki,
Kabuki.
Hamataki. Oh my god.
Oh.
They all have key at the end of their
Electro,
names.
Dig.
Oh my god, you don't say!
I didn't realize.
Venus.
Sabaki, Denki,
See,
Eiki.
see, Zio is making me realize shit I never noticed before. You know, Agito. Yeah,
Shit, you should have realized years ago!
Venusaur, Rattata,
Spiro,
Pidgeot.
Pidgey.
Okay, enough of the Poke Rap, Gar.
Can I sing the Johto one instead?
No, sing the Detective Pikachu one.
Oh god.
Fried rice, dude. Wait, what's this? It's the lunch menu. Why did you give me the lunch menu?
Is that a gun? Where'd you get a gun?
You won't take me alive.
So Trinity and not Hibiki team up with not Bakuretsu Kyoto and triple boring kick.
Yeah, Noichi was like this voice, like, why did you say fucking...
I want him to do Bakuretsu
And I
Kyoto!
was like, no, that's Hibiki's thing. And he was like, that is... No, actual Hibiki.
He's purporting to be Hibiki, so he should do the fucking finisher.
I can just see, like just actual Hibiki's actor, just like he's all like fat and he's like in a chair. He's just like,
God.
like that's not Hibiki. I'm Hibiki.
Just show up.
Ugh.
So it's like
Asmu.
like Steve, not Steve Carell, Ben Stiller at the end of Dodgeball.
Yeah, I was thinking that just now too. I should have been Hibiki. Fucking Chuck Norris.
Fucking Kyoki.
Ooh, a blue Hatari, Teko Kagi form.
There you go.
Oh,
What? Darling!
That's neat.
And then,
The spikes on the helmet are a little weird, but I get it.
you know what?
Weird.
Nothing. Though I do agree with you, Ichi. If you scroll down or above, nothing could beat that scene. from
Oh
that
no,
game.
of course. That thing was amazing. That scene was amazing.
Fucking D-End is more of an Oni than fucking Kyoki is.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which,
That's really fucking sad.
speaking of which, what did happen to the end?
He just fucked off.
He fucked off.
He's like, oh, I got
What
the
always
special,
happens to the end?
I got the special Waz tablet, and I can fuck with the future as much as I want.
He gets the thing that he should be able to use to do something interesting. He fucks off, and we don't see him for
Yeah, he
5
gets the
years.
most precious thing from the world, and then he goes.
Really?
Because he stole the Orga driver and did nothing with it. He stole so many things during the run of Decade and did nothing with
Even
any of them.
himself stole from himself. That's how fucking much.
I
D-End
want a
is.
fucking D&D V cinema where he just
No.
uses them all.
No. You know what happens? He just shows up into the future. Well, might as well put this to good use. Pulls out the tablet, and then Sogo brings in all the Kamen Riders.
And
No,
then
no,
Sogo
see,
and Gates
no.
kissed.
See, they put the end in this because they realized, oh shit, we made a Neo Deca driver. Now we need to do a Neo DN driver.
So we
'cause
can
if
sell it for
'cause
$300!
If we don't, the fans will riot. If we, like, oh, so Deca gets a new belt, but DN doesn't get anything new? Oh, what the fuck?
I mean, they could have just released
Sorry
it
for
again,
my,
driver.
my horrible impression of
That's
what I
the
think
fandom?
that the Rider fandom is.
No, that's pretty much it in a nutshell.
You're not supposed to know about this.
Am I real DN?
Oh, I'm a fan of Kamen Rider. I've seen everything from Double and Up. What about Kuga? Yeah, I don't want to watch that.
Promptly get fucked.
Still, I have watched all first 19 Heisei shows before Zio aired, thanks to Garv helping me watch the rest of Kuga.
No problem.
I watched 25 episodes of Kuga in a fucking day.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So you watched the second half of Kuga.
Yes.
Because there's only 50
And I was sad
episodes.
Reagan was not here to watch it with me because I was excited if he did.
You know what? I want to really bring that up. I am actually shocked that a ton of the Kamen Rider fandom doesn't really go back and watch
Now,
early Heisei.
chat, I have a question for you. Have any of you watched any of the early Heisei shows?
I saw all of them.
And for anyone watching the finished episode, post in the comments what shows you've watched.
And which ones you like and hate.
Hashtag comments for Lane.
Like I started watching Kamen Rider when Wizard was out, but I watched Decade. I watched Decade first, then Double O's Forze, and then Wizard was still going, and I was like, well, might as well go back and watch Kuga.
See, little known fact about me, Kabuto was the first series I started watching, but the first full complete Rider series I finished was Spies.
I started watching when Kiva was... Literally, I started watching the week Kiva started in 2008. But that weekend, Paul Greencaster lent me the complete box set of Kabuto, so I marathoned that series over that weekend, and then started watching Kiva week to week from there.
I kid you not, I thought it was going to be a breeze to watch Kamen Rider because... Oh, Decade's only 30 episodes, so it doesn't go on for 50 episodes like Sentai. I can do that. Fuck.
You poor fool.
Also, Kaguya, I suggest you watch Agito. Agito's really, really good.
If you've watched Kuga.
Also,
No, they briefly mentioned Kuga.
also, another thing about the Kamen Rider fandom that I don't understand. 0 people go back and watch the Showa era. Like, at all.
I mean, I want to watch all of Amazon.
I would like to. It's just like the I don't even know how to put into words.
Like,
but I will say that what we have seen, I've enjoyed in a weird, subversive level of some sort.
I'm just waiting for Kamen Rider X to be fully subbed. Then I'm gonna start the whole Showa era journey.
It just seems to me like shows that old, because of their less than Heisei production value, I don't know how the fuck you can maintain any sort of story over the course of that series. You know what I mean?
It's this action kid show.
And that's why I'm less than excited to actually go back and watch them all for more than 3 episodes.
And this is why I show you guys like Metal April and like Showa stuff.
Yeah, but those shows are more about what the fuck is happening, and I can't tolerate more than 3 episodes.
Fair point. That's
I don't think I could go back and finish any of those series.
So they defeat another Hibiki, and Tsutomu, whatever the fuck his name is, just decides, oh, I want to be with you, and then,
Tsutomu decides to renew his subscription to Kiria's Patreon.
and Kyosuke is just like,
excuse me.
yeah, he gives the watch to Sogo, and then he's just like, fuck it, I'm gonna make my own legacy.
And doesn't decide to name himself.
Whatever.
This would have been the perfect time to go,
What?
you know what? Now I'm Kyoki.
Nah.
But fucking no!
Anyways, so yeah, they surprised him with a party, which I think I actually got proof that the voice that Soup has isn't her actual voice. Like, she, like... Because, like, we hear her cheer, and she's like, yay! Like, all fucking, like...
Unless that was the fake voice.
No, I think that was her real voice. So I think she's faking the deep voice.
Now I'm just thinking about that kid from Alpha's Magical Christmas. Yay!
Lane just shot him a look.
Yeah, like, don't you fucking mention.
I tried to forget that.
Oh, don't worry. This year we'll talk about
It
the
didn't
Lords.
forget you.
Alpha kidnapped fucking children! Oh, so bad!
Don't forget.
Fuck you, Gar!
Hey,
You may have
Forgot about that!
You may have forgotten Alpha's Magical Christmas, but Alpha's Magical Christmas didn't forget you.
And don't forget, this year we'll be
Go
talking
listen
about...
to that episode where we talk about Alpha's Magical Christmas. That was a fucking treat.
That episode was magical.
It was
amazing.
It was the last.
I've never
episode
been
22.
so mad at something in my entire love of Toku. Like, if you want to hear me pissed off, that's the thing you listen to.
But yeah,
My God.
about Soup's voice, the answer is just go look up other things her actress has done.
Yeah, maybe.
Wait. Kamen Rider actresses
Do other things?
Yeah, do other things
Bullshit!
Well, it's like
that aren't just photo books.
It's like Rosa Diaz from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Like, she has like this really low tough kind of voice, but then when you actually hear her voice, she like sounds like this, like all like womanly. And
Oh,
stuff.
No, there's a link for you.
Okay.
Watch that later.
Okay.
All right, but yeah, so another one down, 4 to go.
So the watch bites the dust.
Another one done.
They do. Once again, we don't actually get to see the armor get used because we don't have the budget for more suits
No,
anymore.
fuck that. That's what we have the figures for.
I'm a bit.
The fucking Soto stage figures.
I'm a bit freaking annoyed by that though.
Oh, but then we didn't forget. I don't think we mentioned this last week, but he did use Kuga armor, which I was actually surprised.
Yeah,
about.
right?
I was like, oh,
Oh,
Kuga armor looks great.
hey, wait, why did he use Kuga armor? Oh, wait. Heisei.
Because ancient
Generations.
being, I don't know.
Ah, fuck it.
No,
We didn't have anything else.
Heisei Generations Forever.
Oh yeah, the movie is out now.
Yeah, the movie came out.
But-
Oh my god.
But
I
yeah,
have
so
to watch it.
during Sogo's surprise birthday party, they give him a fucking cake, and they put all the fucking ride watches on it as decorations.
Good job. You got icing all over the wide watch.
Ah, great! You broke it. Now we're fucked.
Great, now we gotta go see Forza
Great.
again.
Omazeo wins.
Breakfast is ruined.
My birthday is ruined.
Wait a minute. What if they just break the ride watches? Then Omazeo wouldn't have them.
I mean,
I don't think that works. You remember what Hulk said in Endgame?
No, because it went by so fast.
yeah, his explanation for why the time change didn't work didn't really make much sense.
Changing the past won't alter
The
your
new
future.
bad past is your new future and a new past. Okay.
So anyways, next week we're getting Kiva.
Oh, by the way, I like that Sogo, like, he blows out the birthday candles on his cake, but he doesn't blow them all out at once. So whatever his wish was, it's not coming true. You failed.
I wish all the riders were gone. Soga? Soga, where'd you go? No!
No, I freaking like the joke about how with Bart from The Simpsons, he's like, to punish Milhouse, I gave him candles that wouldn't go out. He kept wishing to get his parents back together.
Oh, that's awful.
It is awful.
So yeah.
Next week we got another Kiva.
Which, holy shit!
He looks awesome!
It's literally Kiva if he was a Fangar.
Right? Which makes sense.
Sogo's first love, which...
Is the woman who was G's first love.
No, but she called herself Queen, which I think she might be the new Queen of the Fangar.
Yeah, probably.
You know what? To be fair, maybe that's why like the majority of the Zeo armors are blank from the legs down.
Because we didn't design them.
Yeah, because they didn't like fully design them.
I mean, there are other ones that we did see in the show that are that simple as well.
And also we get introduced to Connor Ginga.
Voiced by Kivat.
Yeah.
Ultraman Genga.
I'm looking forward to seeing him.
Oh, yeah, he probably will get his ass handed to him by Grand
I
Zeo.
saw a side shot of him, and I didn't realize that the whole like UFO part goes entirely around the helmet. It doesn't, and that bothers me.
It looks like a fucking visor on a cap.
Yeah, it looks stupid now. That
No, I
doesn't
like
go
it.
all the way around the helmet.
No, that would look dumb.
No, because his head's supposed to look like a UFO's head.
Yeah, but it's protruding forward. It looks like the cap on a visor, and I kind of like that.
Anyways. So...
Oh yeah, he was also Demushu in Gaim.
Oh.
I forgot about that.
I remember, guy. That was a fun
It
series.
was an amazing series.
That was when there was like 5 people on that show.
Remember when Ryder was good?
Remember when Cast Ranger had like 5 people? Or 6?
Remember when people cared?
Remember season 1 of Cast Ranger? I do.
Anyways, Kaboom!
Why is
I just...
Eso!
No, I just...
Meso.
This felt really boring.
Waizaru continues to style all over everyone's balls!
Oh, Weiser was great, but you know what? You know what? I know why I didn't like this episode too much. No crayon.
Yeah, crayons.
Is
Absolutely.
nowhere!
Yeah, I'm sad.
The box of crayons is empty!
No, I love crayon.
No, I do too. That's why I'm angry that he was nowhere!
So, this episode was okay. Like I think both me and Gar were just watching it. We were just like,
Yeah, pretty much. It was like,
it was boring.
that was a thing.
It was pretty much just Melt and Bamba both pick up on the fact that the princess sisters know
Fida
more
is
than...
full of shit.
Fida's full of Sheeta.
Like,
Wait.
the plot kind of didn't really go anywhere. And it didn't help that this was a 2-part story for some reason.
Right?
Well, that's amazing. Just from Alpharad in the theater about to watch Detective Pikachu, and there isn't a single kid in the room.
Damn.
Wow.
No kids are seeing this movie.
I'm genuinely surprised.
Yeah, this movie's for the adult fans of Pokemon.
You're being delusional.
I can't wait. Anyways, so I have not really anything to say about this episode. Like Bamba was cool. I think like someone mentioned something about fucking like, oh, we have to like find the person to stop like the Minotaur, and just fucking Bamba's face is perked up. Do I get to stab someone?
Yeah, I was like, I'll go find them. Bamba, no stabbing.
Bamba goes to
Aww.
search, not stab.
Bamba wants to stab.
Bamba wants to stab.
You guys are just making...
Stabbing Bamba won't hurt you. Stabbing Bamba.
You know, you guys just turned Bamba... I almost call him Stabbing Bamba. You guys turned Bamba into a caveman.
Kinda.
Bamba stab?
Bamba stab? No stab today. Oh, Bamba stab.
Bamba stab.
Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe. But yeah, I did find out one thing. Ippei's actor in...
Shimamoto Ippei?
Yeah. It's freaking Riku's boss from Ultraman Geed.
Also, he was that one gangler.
Yeah, he was that one gangler in episode 7, I think it was, of Lupin Ranger and Power Ranger.
Which one?
He was the one who had the jumping ability.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like...
He was like trying to get a new disguise from Frieza Amigo, and then and then he wasn't able to.
One thing that happened in this episode that fucking blew me away is apparently the communication function on the Ryusol Changers apparently work on human phone frequencies.
No. At first, I thought like Ui got a fucking text, and I was like, no fucking way that this thing lets you press the button and you fucking text them. But no, apparently he called her phone and then
with his changer,
and then he just left it on
so he could hear the two of them talking.
But
Bullshit!
How could he answer the phone if he wasn't there? It would have just went straight to voicemail.
Like,
you Spoony.
how do you even dial a number on that changer?
How do you wase?
So many questions!
Do I just push button and it...
You just go bwam 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 bwam.
Well, it's like a car.
You got a phone call.
Ring!
You know, it's like Peter.
Phone soul.
Phone soul.
Phone soul. Whatever phone is in Japanese.
Oh my god! I want a phone soul. Just a fucking real soul with a goddamn phone in his hand. Oh my god!
Hang on, I gotta fucking look up what phone is in Japanese.
All my
Keitai Denwa.
All my other friends have a cell phone. Can I get one?
Keitai Soul!
Yeah, Denwa.
Denwa's number, so it would be Keitai Soul.
Oh, Keitai Soul!
Forget all the parents nowadays. Oh, I give my kid a toy cell phone. Me, here's a rotary phone, kid. Go nuts.
Just like the one Nerd had in the Pepsi Man episode.
Yeah.
I don't know why I always like the phones in offices because they just like they have like the loudest fucking like sounds for it's just like
oh yeah, sorry. So Denwa is phone, Keitai is cell, so cell phone is Keitai Denwa, and number is Bango. I remembered.
Denwa
so cell phone number is Keitai Denwa Bango. So yeah, Denwa Soul for a phone, Soul. Keitai for a cell phone.
Then you could just have a one of those little knights just wielding a phone,
right?
As a weapon.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, that happens.
Wait. Ring! Ryusol.
So we find out Waizaru is actually Fida in disguise.
And he knows the base of operations for the heroes? Man, this could lead to something.
No,
it won't!
No, and it's great. I love that, like, we're each of these generals is going to be different from the last, because Tankjo was the big, I'm the big tough one, you can't defeat me. And Waizaru's like, I'm all about using my intelligence and shit.
But yeah, you're right. Waizaru knows where their base is and will absolutely not exploit it.
No.
Yeah, he will not exploit.
He won't walk in and stab them in the middle of the night.
Can I just say...
Just like Gates.
Can I just say, I really, really fucking don't like Asuna now because of this episode.
What,
That
because she can't sing?
That singing was fucking
Stop
cringy.
Singing. No wonder
Like,
you don't have
her
any friends.
facial expressions when she was fucking singing.
I mean,
I was
I didn't like Asuna much to begin with, but I thought the fact that she couldn't sing was hilarious, and the
Yeah.
fact that they exploited it to defeat the monster
Yeah,
was
but,
genius and
but,
hilarious.
Fucking hell! Like I said last episode, just Melt and Asuna are the black sheep of the team.
Although,
Well, next week's episode, we're gonna finally get a melt.
Ooh, yay!
Fucking
I'm
finally.
excited. Not really.
And then we're gonna
hey, it was Melt who first noticed that the princesses were up to some shit.
and then episode 10 will be part 1 of that new fire power.
I am in
The
this
Mirror
show. I am in this show purely now for 3 characters:
Stabbing Bomba.
Stabbing Bomba, Ui, and Crayon.
And
Those are the
Bomba.
3 characters I'm most into for the show.
Yeah, I gotta say, Bamba and Toa are the interesting ones, but I'm holding out faith that Melt will
You just
develop.
love Reese So Blue.
I've got to hold my color faith.
Because I gotta have faith.
Like I wanted to get into like fucking Reese So Pink, but I'm just like then Bomba happened. I was like, no, I'm all about.
I
him.
actually can't wait to get Mil Needle and the Black Ryuso.
Me too. I'm excited. I'm just keeping Kishiriro Mill Needle forever.
But I gotta say, the Minosaur was surprising because Fida, the source of its power, was like inside it. That was different.
Yeah, that reminded me of freaking Orb Gar when Naomi was in the Galactron.
Oh, yeah.
That's what reminded me of.
Except it didn't use her to talk.
Oh, fuck. Galactron's so cool.
I also love that Red uses Pugu Pugu Soul on Waizaru to like inflate him out of their way, just like they did with Tank Joe.
Still fucking Kun Soul.
Kun.
Can't get over that name.
Ikawa-soul.
But yeah, regarding Asuna singing, can we have that song on our next album?
No.
That'd be hilarious. Put it right up there with Jimmy Nakata from Kamen Rider Double.
No.
I don't know why I just...
Bomba, get the fuck off our planet, bitches.
Yeah, like after they've saved her, and Banba's just talking to the princesses and just basically tells them to get the fuck off our planet.
Get off my...
No, and then they Henshin, they do the roll call and everything, and then Wiseru's just like, holy fuck, that was awesome! Fuck you!
Yeah, I love
You
it.
stole my bit! No, yeah, because, like, I forgot.
God, your roll call was so cool!
No, yeah, someone someone says Wiseru's line, and then Wiseru's like, fuck you, that's my
You
bit!
stole my bit!
Stole my bit!
Oh,
Goes
no.
all Mo Sizlak on them.
So I like that he's like a real jealous motherfucker for
Because
getting his thunder stolen.
Because what he did was at the start he makes a pun like showtime, I'll deal with you in short time. And then Green
Yeah.
steals it like a minute later after Austin explains the fucking
Yeah,
pun.
I love the use of English words he uses. It's fucking great. I like
Yeah.
when any fucking villain does that.
Yeah.
That's why I like Enter so much in Go Busters, because he just used like French words and it was just no Go Busters.
Sava? Go Bustas.
How dare you call us fish? Yoko, he's saying how are you in French. Oh. Still!
I'm not a Sava.
Yeah, that was it. It was like, I'm not like Saba.
Well, fish is Sakana, I think.
I think so. I don't know.
But yeah, I was sad. No fucking crayon.
But what was funny was Wiseru's very, very angry tap dance at the end of the episode. He's just angry about losing and then tap dances his way off stage.
Exit.
See you next time!
Exit stage right.
I've got something in my front pocket for you. Why don't you watch the next episode and see what it is?
Just, I don't know why, but I'm in the same boat as Lane. Episode 7 and 8 were both kind of meh episodes.
7 and 8 weren't that great.
Because,
Wait,
like,
what's the treasure chest from Laser?
Yeah, like in the episode preview, which is about Melt, there's this one shot where they're opening up a treasure box, and it's the treasure chest from the Kamen Rider Laser special.
Oh, okay.
The one where they're in the Boxo treasure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, weird. Reused prop.
Well, yeah, of course it would.
Yeah.
It's not like Toei actually you know what? That's the only downside about Toei Company. They don't really preserve their
Toy!
their suits and like props. I mean, like if you see their warehouse and if you're a Tokusatsu fan, you would both be happy and sad at the same time. You'd be like, oh my goodness, look at all the bikes that they have, and it's like, oh goodness, they're all like piled right against each other. Where are the suits? Oh no! Oh no!
You should just hire like one of the nerdiest fans to just be like their inventory manager.
Or when in doubt, use the money that they make for these shows and buy like a giant storage unit.
Right?
Yep.
I also like that the episode also had at the end Asuna actually trying to take singing lessons and then promptly going, fuck that.
Yeah, fucking, like Lisa, it's just like, wow, you're bad. She's like, you know what, fuck you, I'm not doing this anymore. And he's like, no!
I mean, her bad singing did help save the day.
Yeah, but I just...
I was doing karaoke last night. I kind of sucked at Fize's opening.
I miss karaoke. I haven't done it in a while.
I did the climax jump in the Ghost of
Karaoke,
literally
karaoke. That sounds like an interesting Oni.
Yeah.
Karaoke.
Karaoke!
He's the singing Oni.
Oh my god!
There you go.
His weapon is a microphone.
Right?
No,
No,
Twin microphones, because drums.
No, microphone spear. He stabs the Makomo and he sings to make it like explode.
Oh my god, that's genius!
Yeah, why didn't they ever
Just-
make karaoke?
Just stab. Yow!
You need to design that Comrade or karaoke.
Karaoke.
Oh my god, that's genius.
You're welcome.
My name is Sunglassu. That's just sunglasses, Japanese accent. I know, but it's so cool.
Sunglass.
Sunglassu.
Sunglasses.
No, Sunglassu.
Anyways, guard, take us into Ryuki.
Tatakai.
Tatakai.
Sha!
I gotta say, I was impressed by these specials.
Holy shit!
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
This makes up for the shitty episode 20 and 21 of that Ryuki.
Yeah, no,
Zio bullshit.
this was the proper Ryuki arc for Zio.
Oh my goodness.
Because it was just a little mini Ryuki series in Zio.
I'm a hardcore Ryuki fan.
Yeah, he is.
Someone had to be.
And I lost my shit for this special, man.
Yeah, I'm glad I was able to watch like all 3 episodes with you.
Oh my god. Okay, so this is the second of the possibly 3 Rider Time specials. I could have sworn they mentioned that there were going to be 3 of them.
I think so.
Maybe Brain's the 3rd one. They just don't qualify it or something. I don't know.
Well, Brain, there's only 2 episodes of, so it feels like not the same.
I thought it was 3 episodes.
I could have sworn it was only 2.
Yeah, it's only 2.
Oh, it's only 2?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, this.
Both of which are subbed.
Yep, which we'll talk about at the end of the month. But yeah, this is basically a special about Kamen Rider Ryuki, and
we're sorry our series ending sucked, so here's a little something extra.
This is pretty much a Kamen Rider. This is the closest that a Kamen Rider series is going to get to as a
sequel
10 years after style series.
Yeah.
Like, Hurricaneger was kind of mad. Deca Ranger was pretty good.
Ryuki, 16 years later.
Go Onger sucked.
Well,
17 years later, actually.
Yeah. But yeah, this takes place 17 years after.
Everyone is old as fuck.
Well, hang on. Ryuki ended in 2003.
So I guess 16 years
later.
later.
So yeah, this is canonically in the timeline of Ryuki, where it takes place 16 years.
Specifically the series ending, because they make specific reference to it.
Which, this canonically confirms that Kamen Rider Abyss is the 14th Advent Rider.
For all of the 5 minutes he was on screen before getting murdered.
But
also Kamen Rider FAM, what's that?
Yes.
Oh my god, I didn't notice!
Yes.
Yeah, Abyss is the replacement for FAM.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Verde was in it, but not FAM?
But here's
you bastards!
No, here's the thing. Kamen Rider FAM's actress was currently busy being a mother, and before you say...
They replaced half the cast!
But think of it as this way. You can't replace the first female Kamen Rider. So out of respect, we're just not going to replace her.
If we're not counting Tackle,
Tackle doesn't count.
I guess.
Kamen Rider Spirits confirmed that. Stronger never wanted her
All
to
right,
be named
all right,
a
all
Kamen
right.
Rider. But anyways, yes.
The first female Kamen Rider is Ixa,
But that
86.
doesn't count in this timeline.
Yeah, she stole those powers.
Forget, it's like Pokemon. We made the strongest Pokemon. Arceus? He doesn't exist yet.
Celebi?
Doesn't exist yet. You. Oh. But yes. For returning actors, we get Ryuki. We get Ryuki's actor back, Shinji Kido. We get Ren playing Kamen Rider Knight, so it's glad to see him again. Oja came back because he's not busy doing anything. We kind of got Zolda.
We get Goro-chan.
Yeah, we get Goro.
No, we get best fucking Zolda.
Right?
And
I like Kidoka.
Yeah. We also got Raya back, which, if you listen to Ultra Ranger, we actually mentioned that he was in. He was recently just in Ultraman Orb: The Origin Saga.
As Ultraman.
A ghoul.
Agula!
Yeah. So he was in Ultraman before being a Kamen Rider.
And wasn't it something else too?
He's in a project called Hilo. Or no, that's Gaia's actor. But Ryuki's actor's also in that.
What's really interesting specifically about Raya Tezuka is I think this might be the first instance where specifically the same character is played by a different actor. And what I mean by that is in things like Decade, they've had alternate versions of a character played by someone else, but by way of Tezuka in this special flashbacking to the actual series, we confirm that this is actual Tezuka, just played by a different actor. And I think that's the first time the writer's done that.
No, it's the same.
It's the same dude.
Yeah, it's the same actor.
Is he?
It's the same Tezuka.
Same actor?
Same
Yeah,
actor.
same actor. And so
He looks completely different.
And lastly, Kamen Rider Guy came back. Or
Yes.
Guy.
No, Guy.
Yeah, it's Kamen
The
Rider
Rhino
Guy.
Shibata Jun. Yeah, no, I recognized him.
And
then, yeah,
we
Wow, that's really him. He looks so different.
We got 6. Yeah, we got 6 of the original riders back. 7. 8 technically, because Shinji is Ryuga.
And okay, spoilers for episode 3.
Yeah, we're just gonna get straight into it.
Fucking Odin. That was Kensuke.
Yeah.
That was actually him because he mentions Yui, and I'm like, no, he was Odin the whole time, motherfucker.
I knew it.
Fuck, the eye catchers weren't wrong.
Forget, just to quote Ferris Bueller's sister, I knew it!
But can I just say, he looks fucking badass in that cloak.
Right?
And yeah, we got a proper fucking Odin henshin.
Yes!
It was fucking beautiful.
I've waited 16 years for this.
Like, you saw, like, his eye was glowing, like the one eye you saw underneath his hood, and it glowed, and then just, like, he does what every fucking godly rider does, just fuck it, the thing goes in the belt itself.
Yeah, right? The belt will do its own thing.
And then
he pulls a Cronus.
Fucking wings sprout from his suit, and just...
But yeah, so yeah, Verde Imperiors...
Emperor.
Yeah, Emperor, Scissors,
Tiger.
and Tiger's actors were replaced.
Yeah.
And like we mentioned previously, Thumb is also not in them.
Although, according to Orb in our chat, they're saying that there was another dude among the people brought to the mirror world in that scene that is never seen again.
Oh, yeah.
And Shirakura apparently tweeted that was the new Fom.
So, did you recognize who that person was?
No.
It was Seiji Takaiwa.
Yeah.
He just magically vanished from the series, and yet the joke.
Gyro.
Yeah, the joke is that he was Thumb.
Oh yeah, him! I remember seeing him.
He was Fom, technically.
No, that's the joke. Like since Fom just vanished.
Wow.
I love it.
That would have been great.
Gyro was Fom.
I would have loved to have just seen Seiji Takaiwa in Fom's suit.
A male Fom suit.
Yeah, male Fom suit. I kind of wish I liked that.
Talk about a swan song.
So yeah, let's talk about this like in the beginning. So
Shinji wakes up in the shithole.
Yeah,
where they're holed up.
It's like we're in hell or something. Oh no, oh no, we're not in hell, but I'm damn sure hell's very close to this.
So they're trapped. They're all trapped in the mirror world, and my first immediate cry of bullshit is, why are untransformed humans able to survive in the mirror world?
Because they were in a small little safe zone before they started.
We're in the zone of plot convenience.
Yes, in a way, it's like a bridge between mirror and real world.
It's like they've got plot armor.
Also, this did feel like Ryuki because this did feel like Ryuki though because they just had all that old school Ryuki music. Like they had like that like song
and like that in that eerie music like that.
Yeah.
And I also gotta say that just the fact that they all just woke up with no memories and were told to fight each other.
Except for Oja. Asakura was the only one who still retained his memories.
Which went unexplained.
Also
Goro.
Yeah, also Goro, he was fucking faking it the whole time.
Yeah, no, I knew that right away. I'm like, he's bullshitting. He's gonna I thought he was gonna poison Oja's food or some shit. Yeah. But the reason I'm mentioning that scene where they're all waking up in the room together about to fight, I'm like, am I watching Kamen Rider or fucking Death Game Park?
Yeah. But yeah, like this mysterious girl who isn't let's
call her Discount Soup.
Yeah, let's call her Discount Ui or Yui.
Yui?
Yeah, it's Discount Yui.
Female Kanzaki.
Yeah. She's like
Kanzaki.
Her name's Sarah.
Yeah, Sarah. She's like, y'all have 7 days to fight to the death.
7 days.
Okay. Why? Who are you? Who are all of us?
I ignore all your questions!
And it's like, so it leads to like this giant battle royale.
Yeah, it was Death Game Park Battle Royale featuring Kamen Riders.
Yeah, like the safe zone shatters and it's nothing but like mirror monsters.
Now you're
everywhere.
in the plaza!
And like, in which that plaza is a significant spot for Ryuki because that was the first spot where Shinji actually made his contract with Drag Rider.
Cool.
Yeah, it's like, what's the first thing to do? Oh, just like, well, fuck it, transform.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like they get their decks, and apparently they just already have their contracts established because none of them have to make the contract.
Well, yeah, that takes too much.
We only have 3 episodes. We don't have time for everyone to go catch Pokemon.
Yeah, it's like no. They should have done a whole Hunger Games thing where the decks are just scattered around the area.
Oh, and everyone has to grab one.
Yeah, everyone has to run for one.
Yeah, you know what? That actually would have been interesting if Ren and Shinji they grabbed
the wrong ones,
opposite decks or whatever. So Ren
and
was
when they
Shinji was Knight,
and then in a mix-up they accidentally swap decks, and then when they grab their original decks, their memories come back.
Or when they encounter each other, they're just they're hey, you know what? I was using this deck. It just didn't feel right. You know what? You should have this.
So and thus, yeah, sure. We don't know what happens in the first 3 days. Well, Thom dies.
Thom dies, everyone forms cliques, and they hide out in abandoned shitholes.
So yeah, Ren goes AWOL on his own. Oja also goes AWOL. Shinji, Verde, Raya, and Emperor all make an alliance while Guy...
So it's become fucking Survivor.
Yeah, Guy, Verde, and...
Tiger.
Tiger and Scissors.
No, Guy, Tiger, and Scissors.
Yeah, okay, that's my only complaint. About
the alliances are all weird.
Yeah, no, not that. It's hard to keep track of everyone.
Yeah, that half the characters aren't even named, so we just have to refer to them by their rider names.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like a 4-on-4 battle.
4x3.
Yeah, 4-on-3 battle at first. Ren's doing his own thing. Odin freaking bailed.
Yeah. Well, Odin's the final boss. He comes out when there's only one left.
Alternatives. Fuck them.
Alternatives just not a thing in this canon.
They're not technically
Which is funny because episode 2 has alternative in the title name, so I thought alternative was going to show up and was disappointed.
Oh, but we do get an alternative something. For instance, Emperor is the first one to die.
Shocker!
It's just person.
He beat Scissors.
Yeah, Scissors isn't the first one to die.
Which is in the first episode, one of the first fights we see is Scissors versus Emperor, and I'm like, ha ha ha! The 2 riders who died like bitches.
It's just a waiting game. It's okay, who's gonna die first? Yeah, Scissors actually survives in a way. Yeah, none of them have their memories. All they know is their names. That's all they got. Excuse me.
Episode 1, go.
Yeah, episode 1.
Kill each other.
Episode 1. Kill each other. Also, there's this random subplot involving this Zio Gates guy. I don't know who the fuck that is. I don't care about that.
Yeah, just on the side, Zio and Gates are getting their shit stomped by another Ryuki.
Yeah, which apparently this takes place after the Ryuki arc.
Yeah, between episode 28 and 29.
Because, like,
like before Blade, I think. Because Blade was episode 29, right?
I think so. Something like that. I was getting, like, the whole time when they're fighting another Ryuki, I was just thinking, like, wait, don't you guys have the Ryuki watch? What's the fucking hold up?
No. Because the writer doesn't know shit. This is the guy who... So the person who wrote this apparently didn't even write Ryuki. It was the head writer of Faiz. So it's
it did kind of give off that vibe a little bit.
It's like, so wait, you didn't get anyone... You only got the actors and the one singer back for this Ryuki special, but you didn't get any of the writers or any of the directors to come back for this? Okay. It's a bit annoying, but I'll live with it.
Yeah, seeing Goro, like, literally glomping Asakura's legs to try and get him to take him in like a lost puppy was a little weird.
Sensei.
But, like, I knew the whole time that he was fucking with him.
I'm so glad, though, that when, like, Asakura transformed Henshi into this, OJ just goes like,
Yeah.
Wait,
and I was like, yay!
I don't know about you guys, but does OJ look a bit, like, not the actor, like the suit actor, did he kind of look a bit pudgy?
A little bit.
Like in the stomach area, he looked a bit more
freaking
pudgy.
Gar noticed that the Raya suit was fucking almost
Oh yeah, in
crashed.
episode 2, when you see Raya fight Guy, you notice the back of the suit's like just being torn.
Oh, for sure.
And that just goes to show about me talking about earlier with the whole like Toei doesn't really keep like these suits in fully intact.
No, they just keep them in a warehouse. Like, I'm actually surprised that they use like the same suits from like the original show.
Yeah.
I always thought they'd like revamp them or keep like, you know, they'd have hire people to like preserve them. So
oh no, they only do that for the main show writers.
well, no, because one time we saw Double show up in like in a episode and that was almost ruined.
Well, yeah, but that was because it wasn't the actual show version. It was like a prop, like stage show version.
Okay. But yeah, honestly, fucking episode 2 is like I think.
Well, before we get into that, like the way episode 1 ends is Tezuka tells his alliance members that the other alliance members want to, you know, have a truce and a ceasefire and whatever. So he takes all of their decks as a security measure, and you can immediately tell just from that shit's about to go south.
And yes, Thunder Wrestler Orb in our chat is right. Kamen Rider Abyss is the first one to die in this series. Not Emperor, sorry.
Yeah.
Abyss died first from Kamen Rider Knight.
I love it. Like he finishes him off, and then he just realizes, "Oh my god, I killed a man!" Ah!
Yeah. No, and it's a shame that we only saw Abyss for like fucking like 20 seconds.
Yeah, I would have liked him to be more involved.
Here's a fun little fact: that unknown man, which he's actually credited as unnamed man, who played Abyss, that was Kamen Rider Kuga's suit actor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, oh hey, it's him. Hey Kuga.
So Tezuka tricks them into coming to this alliance without their decks, and then you just see Evil Diver, his contract monster, just like fly down and eat Emperor's user.
He just eats him.
Yep.
Now he's gonna eat me. Oh my god! Actually, oh my goodness.
And then Zolda steps in and fires the fucking saddle lasers.
Oh my god! Just Zolda shows up. Final Vental. And like the giant...
Fucking run!
Yeah,
hit the deck!
Anyone who's watched Ryuki knows that whenever Zolda pulls out his final vent, like, everyone's dead. Oh.
It's Kamen Rider Gaia.
Yep, it's got Guy's deck, too.
It's wrong. It's supposed to be a ghoul.
You're a ghoul.
You're a ghoul.
That cool.
You're a cool guy.
But, just... Yeah, Zolda shows up with his mirror monster, and like I'm like, oh no, I remember this. If I was them and I had my memories, I would fucking run.
See, they're all stupid running away because he's got such a wide range with that attack.
You should be behind him.
I was gonna say they should run past him to get behind him. What's he gonna do?
Speaking of which, there's one thing that I had the question, but Lane did bring it up. Like he was talking to me while we were watching this special. Are they just stealing food? Because
I mean, it's Mirror World. Who are they stealing it from?
Yeah, because like I mentioned, like, wait, where did they get that card? They steal, and I was like, no. So the Mirror World, there's no one else in this world, but it mirrors our actual world. So everything that's in our world is in the Mirror World. So there'd just be a car there. So they just saw a car. Was like,
but you
what?
gotta wonder, like, is it based on the projection of real world at a certain time point? Does it refresh every day? Like, say if I have a can of Pepsi sitting here, is it going to be here in Mirror World? Or if I take the can and move it somewhere else, will it change position in Mirror World?
actually,
Would things just be floating to reflect where they are in the real world? Or
yes.
does it change at a certain interval?
No, things do change because I do remember in the Ryuki series when Knight was fighting Yui, she grabs a chair.
It's Yui.
Yeah,
You're
Yui.
thinking of Ui from Ryusoulger.
Yeah, sorry. She picks up a chair and smashes one of the mirrors,
Mhm.
which does affect the Mirror World.
But, like, do you see the chair floating in Mirror World, is what I'm saying.
think
Or
so.
would the chair in Mirror World be where it was?
Also, scroll up quickly.
Oh,
sorry. There you go. It's a ghoul.
Yay, thank you.
But yes, this leads into one of the biggest what the fuck.
Oh my god,
moments
this was fucking
in the second episode, and I'm not even talking about that thing that everyone wants me to talk about. No. So you see Raya, Guy, and Tiger, who are now in.
No, Tiger got killed by Ota at the
Tiger.
end of the first episode.
So,
It's Scissors.
Yeah, it's Scissors. So like it's Scissors, Raya, and Guy.
They're sitting having a leisurely dinner
Sitting having a leisure, like a nice
at
dinner.
the house they stole.
Yeah, the house that they jacked.
That they're squatting in.
I kid you not, I did not see this coming. Raya just stands up and stabs Scissors straight in the chest.
And then the best part is Guy also stabs him with another knife, which means Scissors was killed by a pair of blades.
No.
No. Here's the thing, Ichi. What was your response to this?
Oh my god! Violent knife stabbing in Kamen Rider! What is this, Amazons?
You want to know what my response was? Sorry for everyone's ears. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god!
Scissors died in 2 episodes again!
I'm just standing there, just like watching Gar react to this. I look up and just like, oh yeah, he got stabbed. That's right. No, because like I watched this like a few weeks ago, so I was just like, okay.
I was just so stunned. I was like, whoa!
No, but the best part was the only reason Guy stabbed him was because like Scissors was dying because he was being stabbed.
He's trying to reach out for help. He's like, ew, gross, get off me!
Guy's like, don't fucking touch me.
Don't touch me,
Stabs
you
him with
invalid!
his knife, but then proceeds
To use the bloody knife to keep eating!
to cut his steak with and keep eating. And I
Pretty
was
much.
like,
He is an Amazon!
Which I am sorry, Lord, for saying your name in vain, but just oh my goodness, was I just in shock when I saw that?
Yeah, like, I was like, oh my god! I wasn't like, I was just like, oh, I didn't expect that.
My first reaction was just like, oh fuck,
Right?
like I thought like
Scissors asked for the pepper and they killed him.
my reaction was like if I was just sitting there and I just saw the two of them kill him. That's how it felt. It felt like I was actually there, being like,
I felt like I was there at that dinner party.
oh my goodness. And just the weirdest thing of all is like it's just and then Raya and Guy go have sex.
yeah. So
This was an interesting
Raya
first.
and Guy are
Confirmed
apparently
gay.
in a sexual relationship. I guess it's like there's no women around. You know, just like no, because it is a thing in prison. Like if you're in a prison with just guys, whatever, like that, like it's you're gonna get lonely. Why the fuck not?
And this is kind of a prison.
Now here's the thing. I have seen the scene where like they are both just sitting in bed by themselves. What caught me off guard is when like
They get shirtless.
yeah, like he gets shirtless.
And
I'm
then
like,
you just see him just going for a kiss.
yeah, go in. Like they start making. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, no, I see him in bed. I'm
No.
like, oh, they're sharing a bed. That's weird. I just see Raya take his shirt off. And then it's oh.
I was like, oh, is this going where I think it is? And then they do it. I'm like, Wow.
Good thing?
I'm impressed.
And I'm just thinking...
I was surprised. This
What?
is an interesting progressive step for a writer.
And like, wait, isn't this usually Blade's thing? Using
Jessica just like flipped his coin. He's just like, I predict Guy's gonna fuck me. My predictions are never wrong.
like,
He's just in bed. Yes.
and I'm just thinking, thank goodness these the people who die like get decimated. Because could you imagine?
Disintegrated.
Yeah, like disintegrated. Could you imagine if it just panned out and like Sisters is still just dead on the floor?
So while this is happening, just like there's 2 times in this episode where like Shinji just like I feel so sorry for him because he's just trying to be a good guy, be nice, and everything. He like offers fucking like beer to like a couple people, and they just shake it and just fucking spray his face. Like, oh, come on, guys, that was really funny.
You're a merry prankster.
Yeah, and he does it, and Ren does it to him too, and then he's like, what do I like? I thought we did get along in our past life.
Which
is true.
I immediately cue up the scene where Ren basically throws a pillow at Shinji while they're sleeping.
Because Shinji's like fucking snoring up a storm.
It just wails.
Plugs his nose with fucking
nose
clothes clippers.
Yeah,
But yeah, like,
clothespins.
despite how much of an interesting first it is that there are characters in a confirmed gay relationship, or whatever you want to call this, it's made a little less poignant by the fact that it's followed up with immediate betrayal and murder.
Okay, so I'm holding the SH figure arts of Ryuki in my hand right now. And I never noticed until now, but his of course, on his visor he has like the red, right?
Yeah.
Red eyes, yeah.
I never noticed, but they're actually compound eyes on this figure art.
Well, that's it.
Yeah. Like if you look at it in
Cool.
like in a certain light, his eyes are compound.
Oh, son of a bitch, there. That's cool.
Yeah. But I really like the interaction between Shinji and Ren in this.
Yeah.
It felt genuine, in which it made me
I
miss
actually
them.
didn't hate Ren for once.
Yeah, and
Listening his memories actually made him an interesting, cool character that I enjoyed.
But then this leads into the thing about Oja for this. Oja remembers.
Everything.
He remembers
And it's never explained why.
the whole fight, but he does bring up a good point. We've all died before, but we're back. Are we just destined to keep fighting?
Yes.
In which
We'll see you in another 10 years.
yeah, that brings up a good point. It's like, oh my goodness, what if this is just like a sick world where like they just have like every like few years or so they just keep coming back to fight.
It is Death Game Park, Battle Royale, Chaos Rings, that whole genre.
Like I really like the concept of like them like thinking it's like maybe this is just our purpose of life. We just keep fighting each other.
We live to die, so we may live again.
Yes, pretty much. Just oh my goodness, it's so yeah. And after Raya and Guy do their little contracts of their own,
I'm going to love you to death.
they're going to contract each other.
Ooh, better contract something.
Oh. Raya goes into the washroom, which gave me Kamen Rider the first vibes because I remembered. Oh yeah, Raya's actor was Kamen Rider Nigo.
Oh yeah.
In the first and the next. And then who pops up? But Ryuga. Sup, mofo.
I was calling him Mirror Shinji in my notes, and then I eventually just started shortening it to Minji.
Ninji?
Minji?
Oh, Minji?
Or Mirror Shinji?
They final vented.
So they final vented into each other.
Final vented.
Sex jokes.
But yeah, it's like...
So Minji shows up and starts whispering dark things into Raya's ear about, oh, they're all gonna betray you eventually, so you might as well do it first.
In which Raya even, like, he had, like, his, tarot cards, because he's a...
Yeah, and he draws the upside down tower card, which usually means disaster.
Yeah, like, he knows shit's gonna go down. And, like, I love just the way that the scene was handled. You see Raya and Guy, sorry I'm not calling them by their actual names, but it's easier just in context to call them by their rider names.
It's Tezuka and June, but yeah, whatever.
You see them drinking wine with each other without saying a word. They're looking at each other knowing we gotta fight each other.
Yeah, you can tell that they're just like, who's gonna stab first?
Yeah, in which they immediately like put down their glasses
and just dive across the couch for their decks.
They dive across the couch to grab their Advent decks.
I love that.
Like even in the first episode, I think it was Guy mentioned, or it wasn't Guy. It was one of the like no-name writers, but they mentioned it's like, well, yeah, we're in an alliance right now, but we all know that sooner or later we're gonna have to fight each other.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, which reminded me of like the third act of Kamen Rider Ryuki itself, where Shinji goes up to Ren, being like, "Listen, a few of us have already died. We might as well get this over with and see who's gonna actually survive." In which Tezuka does lose the fight, but before he dies, he remembers like, oh shit.
Even though he gets vitally injured, he gets his memories back and somehow makes it however long of a distance it is to find where the others are.
Yeah, because he still has Verde's deck and Shinji and Ryuki's deck.
Which then Verde finds him and he like runs up. He's like, "Oh, Tezuka, you bastard! Oh, fuck, you're already hurt. Well, now I don't want to kill you anymore."
Like
Shit.
I guess.
Like he gives him back his Advent deck, and it's like, "Take me to Shinji, and hurry."
The whole significance of that thing, like, oh, take me to see Shinji. Okay, it's made kind of less impactful narratively when they get to him and he just dies right there.
No, I feel like that is more powerful. It's like he got to the point where he was with Shinji, and then just died.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. So Shinji's there to see Tezuka die.
But it's like, I made a joke about like Shinji just comes up, and be like, "Oh hey Tezuka, what's wrong with Tezuka?" Like he's holding him up or something, and then Verde's like, "He's dead." Oh god, just drops him.
Oh,
dusts right there.
But like then the dust reimagines.
But what I mean is like it seems so like defeatist in a way that's like, I'm dying, you have to get me to Shinji. Okay, I'm gonna get you to Shinji because it's your dying wish. They just make it to Shinji and he dies right there. Fuck!
But then again, this does lead
you know what I mean?
This does lead into a big plan from Ryuga, in which he kind of steals...
Damn you, Minji.
Raya's, like... He does kind of steal Raya's, like, life and transforms into, like, Ryuga. Or, like, he becomes a manifestation, in a way. Because at first he was just, like, a thought. He was, like, he was a figment of the Mirror World's imagination.
He's an Imagine.
Which he made a contract with Raya so that when Raya died, he would take over his manifestation.
I got it. Ryuga is an STD.
Yeah, so in which Shinji and Mirror World Minji fuse together into true Shinji, because the one thing apparently Tezuka wanted to tell Shinji was always be yourself.
Be yourself.
Yeah, be yourself.
Don't fuck with the darkness.
In which that allows Minji to transform into Kamen Rider Ryuga, and his plan is basically to win the fight and get the hell out of the Mirror World.
He wants to be a real boy!
I want to be where the people are. I want to be where we're not stabbing bad guys.
Wow.
But yeah, basically that's like Ryuga's plan. He wants to leave the Mirror World.
It's so boring in here!
Also,
you know what it's like to be trapped in a mirror dimension for 16 years? It's boring!
There's no one to chat with.
The Kamen Rider Ryuki reunion!
Yeah, but this does lead into, before that though, Shinji and Ren both figure out what's happening outside in the real world.
We find out Kano Tatsuya, who is another Ryuki,
Sara's dying.
Yeah.
is playing this death game where he has to kill as many people as possible, which will somehow restore the life of the woman in white, Sarah.
Apparently the whole 7 days thing that's going on in the Mirror World is just how many days she has to actually live in the real world.
Yeah, so basically what happened is that, what's his name?
Tatsuya?
Tatsuya accidentally ran over...
Yeah,
Sarah.
Weirdest origin story for a couple.
No, so basically...
Accidentally ran you over and we bonded over your rehabilitation.
Yeah, in which he visits her every day, in which, like, the visits, as she explains, the visits became more like dates, and then when she was able to leave...
Guilt turned into sexual tension, which turned into romantic tension.
Yes, which is kind of weird. And
right? It's the weirdest thing to base a relationship off of.
There actually is a term for it. It was like in World War II, something about like soldiers coming back and like nurses falling for them.
Oh, I know what
Yeah,
you're talking about, but I don't remember
it was
the
explaining
term.
Back to the Future. Yes, it worked for Back to the Future. Thank you, Vegas.
Nightingale syndrome.
Yeah, Nightingale syndrome, in which they go on an actual date, but apparently the accident still kind of led to some internal bleeding inside of her, so which nothing can actually be done. She is just waiting for the day to she's waiting for her final hour to finally strike. But
Final time.
yeah, final time.
Oh, boy.
How this leads into Ryuki, though, it's never explained.
Yeah, right?
Nor
Like,
is
does Kanzaki just have the another Ryuki ride watch? It's never explained. None of the time jackers are shown.
And this is my problem with this whole subplot. It leads to nothing. It never does it explain why the Ryuki riders are there, nor does it ever explain why they got together to fight.
I think it all had to be Kanzaki because he's the one going around collecting all the souls that another Ryuki is killing.
In which it must be because he's probably doing both of these things at the same time.
Because he's clearly trying to restart the Rider War, even if it is under different pretenses.
Yeah, and then it's like, you know what Vegas Bear explains in a nutshell. Zio in a nutshell.
Pretty much.
It's like there's no explanation, just enjoy it. Which I would enjoy this a lot more if it didn't have the whole Zio thing. Like if it was
it did
just
seem kind of
Ryuki
shoehorned in, and it seems unnecessarily so because the Shinobi special was able to be amazing without any of the Zio characters.
Yeah,
And that was a fictional world this fucking fuckface dreamed up.
so does that make Odin a time jacker? Maybe.
At this point, who the fuck knows?
Like he's able to be outside.
We're all time jackers! Yay!
Well, no,
I will eat you!
One of the biggest, weirdest things though is that Odin gets to be out in the real world.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Which everyone knows that the Mirror Riders can
only be in Mirror World, except they were. I'm pretty sure Ryuki was in the series during the Zio episodes.
Yeah.
Wasn't he?
No, Shinji never transformed into Ryuki.
Okay.
In the two-parter with Zio, but yeah, it's never explained.
Maybe he does it in this one.
Maybe
and you know what's really upsetting about him being a rider outside of the Mirror World? His visor was not on the opposite arm.
Yeah, sure. Or you know what? Here's the fear. No, you know what? Maybe we can do this with a canonical theory, where maybe they can.
Kanzaki just lied to them?
Yeah, maybe they can be transformed in the real world.
I mean, because
it's easier to fight in the mirror world because no
people.
Yeah, no people.
Because if you think about it, in Ryuki, every time they henshin, they are in their rider forms in the real world, and then they step into the mirror.
Yeah.
So maybe they were always able to.
I wasn't questioning it.
I was kind of questioning it, but then again, they also know that being in the mirror world is also hazardous for them because if they stay there too long, they will die.
Not in this special, though. They can survive as humans all they want. The 7-day time limit was just because of Sarah.
Well, it's because of the contract monsters, I think. But then again, when Oja was fighting both Knight and Scissors in the series, or not, Ryuki and Knight were fighting Oja, in which they were getting their asses kicked, in which they started to almost decimate. They're like, we gotta get out of here. We've been here for too long.
Yeah.
So it is questionable, but again, it's because no one from Ryuki wrote or directed this.
Yeah.
Which then leads into the third episode, which
the second episode ends with Ryuga pretty much murdering Guy.
Yeah. Also, Lane brought this up about Ryuga. He doesn't have the red tint on his visor.
No.
And his eyes don't light up red at all.
Yeah. At all.
I'm sad because that looks cool.
Yeah, apparently Gar looked it up, and apparently since post-decade, his helmet changed. So now it's just a totally black visor instead of having the red eyes, which I don't like because I liked that because it was more imposing.
Well, it makes sense because Ryuga is nothing but just a shadow.
Yeah, but I like that you always thought of him just as
the point is Ryuga's light up red eyes would have the horn because Ryuki's eyes were rounded and they were protruding round, but Ryuga's eyes were flat, flush with the rest of the face, and that way when they lit up, they would look like they were pointed at the edges,
like demon eyes.
Yeah.
Which I also noticed during the credits when they have all the mirror riders, all the Ryuki riders posing, you notice Ryuga doesn't have a reflection.
Yeah.
Because he is already a reflection.
Yeah. And it's one of the cooler things they do with Minji is when he's talking to Tezuka in the bathroom, a couple of times they cut to a shot pointed at the mirror and you can see Tezuka talking to Nolan. Because he doesn't have a reflection.
He's a ghost.
He's a vampire.
Yeah.
He's here to suck out your life energy.
And your dick.
Here.
And he'll suck your dick!
Suck your dick!
For 50 cents, suck your dick. You guys do know what that's a reference to, right? No.
Well, it was on a recent
episode. But that was because they watched Happy Time Murderers, which that was a reference.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's on Netflix now.
Yeah. It feels like a Netflix movie. It's cheap.
I want to watch it again.
Bit boring.
Apparently Dan did not like it, and I was surprised.
Yeah, I can see why. It doesn't have that good of a plot. Anyways, so yeah, Guy dies, Verde dies, so all that's left is the core four, in which Knights it leads to Zolda fighting Oja, and Goro's like, haha, I lied. This is for my master, you son of a bitch, and pulls out this fucking bazooka. Which Lane mentioned, Zolda's fucking broken.
I love Zolda.
I love Zolda.
He's my favorite from Ryuki.
Zolda is broken as a rider simply because he is a military tank.
Guns!
Yeah, and tank. He blows up Oja, which Oja freaking survived a freaking shot from a bazooka.
A direct fucking hit.
Yeah.
I mean, he is arguably the most seasoned battle veteran of the series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But in which it's kind of like a whole he was hurt, he's just struggling.
And what's interesting is they say to him at one point in this episode that, we know what you're on about. You're looking for a place to die, aren't you? And he just gets all defensive about it. And I'm like, oh, good. Oja's fucking Akira.
That reminded me of Belial a little bit from the end of Ultraman Geed. Where, the main character, who's Belial's son, he reads his father's memories. He's like, you feel tired.
Yeah.
You just want to die, don't you? Legit die, not come back again. You want to die. In which he actually finishes off his dad. In which he has not actually returned yet. And it's been almost 3 years.
Don't remind me.
But yeah, so Zolda and Oja, it looks like they finish each other off, but Oja apparently survives to get stabbed later.
Yeah, in which he freaking impale. So it leads to, Shinji, Ryuga's about to finish off Knight, but then,
Oja runs in and spoils it, the fuckface he is.
It's a cliche where, when the main character's possessed and he's evil, and he's about to make the final blow, but then he can't strike him because the good in him is still trying to react. It's
Minji gets stopped by Withinji.
Yeah.
But then apparently, I think there was a point where Shinji, even though he had the Ryuga out of him, he still pretended to be Ryuga. So he's like, I'm evil.
In which they even show the when they do the whole swords against each other. I'm like, it's from the Ryuki opening.
Yep.
Which let's quickly talk about this new theme.
Alive Alive Neo is pretty rad.
I am glad that the original artist came back for this.
Ash Ketchum.
Yeah, Ash Ketchum herself.
Or Satoshi.
Yeah, or Satoshi. I love how it's it feels like a continuation of A Live a Life. Also, I love how each episode ends the same way in Ryuki, with the whole reflection, and it's a white background. It's
yeah.
Oh.
Mm.
Yep.
But yeah, Oja friggin' dies from just dying. No one really kills Oja. Just he impales Ren with his screw sword thing that he has, in which then Oja just falls back and dies. I'm like, okay, guess the shot killed him then.
His death in the series was cooler.
Oh, where he gets freaking
gunned down by the police?
Yeah, gunned down by the police.
Amazing.
Yeah, so it leads to a 5-minute interaction with Ren just slowly dying. If you put all the scenes together, Ren, because it keeps coming back and forth between Ren and Shinji holding each other in each other's like Shinji holding Ren in his arms. It's like that scene really goes on for a while, and Ren's just like, "Fuck, just die already."
Hold on, I have 10 more minutes of exposition.
Ah,
But during this that Ren explains to Shinji that like during the last battle you died for me, so it's my turn, and this is where they confirm that we're going based on the series ending instead of the movie or the 13 Rider Specials 2 endings.
yeah. But it is reminiscing of the 13 Riders ending because in one of those endings, Ren did die.
Yeah.
Or well, in the ending, he did die.
Yeah.
Except this time, Shinji doesn't become Kamen Rider Knight,
Which was awesome, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
which it is a good scene because I kind of like it in a way where it's like it is sentimental in a way because they finally get their memories back and they're like, shit, you're fucking dying.
That sucks.
But I remember you. And I'm like, well, guess they just keep going back and forth in this. Like, they even make a joke about it. It's like, well, hopefully next time we don't have to fight each other.
But I wish that we didn't have to do the Rider battle anytime. Why does it have to happen again?
He's like, "Oh, let's fight for nothing." He's like, "That sounds fun." But
Oh, yeah. It's like, when I come back in the next life, let's have another fight. Yeah, okay.
And then there's the good joke. Like, something that caught me off guard, which I was so close to being, like, really shocked about it. So Shinji gets... or Sarah gives up the rest of her life energy for Shinji to return to the real world, all for her to ask Shinji to stop Tatsuya, and basically stop him from killing more people.
Yeah.
he does it by just going, "Hey, your girlfriend died, so I could come back here. So stop fucking killing people." And he's like, okay.
Damn.
If that's what Sarah wanted.
And then what does Ryuki do? He just leaves. Like Shinji just straight up leaves the scene.
Even though Zio and Gates are still fighting.
Yeah, Zio and Gates were still
Zio and Gates
fighting.
get left to fucking fighting over.
My work is done here,
Yeah.
but you didn't do anything.
And then what does Odin have that's fucking broken as hell?
All 3 survive cards!
Yeah.
Oh.
Like that staff open, we just saw all 3 and I was like,
Oh.
oh no, that's not good.
Well,
I was so hoping he'd actually become Odin Survive.
yeah, it's like,
right?
well, we're
Yeah.
fucked. But
And then we get cool shots where he's just talking, fucking with them. And you see him walk past Zio, walk past Gates, and then he's back in front of them.
He does what I like to refer to as the behind you slash.
yeah, because
Yeah.
Odin
The
is
thing that caused the whole fucking filler arc about having to repeat the entire timeline of Ryuki's own show just so Shinji could leave himself a fucking post-it note saying to turn around and slash behind you.
no. First
That was the dumbest shit ever.
First off, that was only one episode.
It's still filler.
It's not filler. It's to show how powerful Odin is.
We have to let everyone die all over again. Take 2, action.
Which when I saw that episode, I thought, oh man, we're gonna get Scissors and Riot. We're gonna
Nope.
get all the riders back, and it's like, oh no, that's not happening. But yeah, Shinji goes to a hospital quickly because apparently Ren asks Shinji.
Check on Eri for me.
Yeah,
I'm like,
Eri.
oh my god, Eri, we remember her.
And I'm like, I almost got teary-eyed because I thought, oh my goodness, it's the female lead. I'm like, no, wait, they don't remember her. So
I was like, is she still going to be in a coma? But then it turns out not only is she not in a coma, she's now a nurse.
we don't see her face, but that's
Because I guess we didn't get the actress.
yeah, she was just a minor character, anyways.
She's just a minor.
Yeah, but I'm like, oh, so things did work out for Ren.
Oh yeah, there was also one shot where Shinji's looking up at Zio and Gates, and for half a second it's Ren wearing Gates' clothes.
Yeah, I had to rewind that. I'm like, no, I just saw Ren's face too.
Yeah, it's actually him for a sec.
Even the show acknowledged the fact that Gates looks like fucking Ren.
Because he's a fucking archetype.
Ren?
He's a tsundere secondary rider ass fuck.
And then basically, this leads to Sogo and Gates getting the DX Ryuki ride watch,
And the Night Ride Watch.
And the DX, fuck you, it's not real Kamen Rider Night Ride Watch.
Even though it doesn't have a form, because fuck Gates. Right along with the Cross Ride Watch.
Why make a DX Night
You know
Ride
why?
Watch?
You know why those two Ride Watches got to be made and used in attacks? For the explicit purpose of blowing 2 of the Survive cards off of Odin's staff so he wasn't immortal. Wow!
They nerfed him. They nerfed him in mid-fight.
Oh my god! They used their Ride Watch attacks just for blowing the cards off of his staff so he wasn't broken anymore.
Just...
Really? Is that what we're reducing the importance of Hisatsu's to?
In which,
Come on!
it was cool because Shinji does, or not Shinji, friggin' Sogo goes Kamen Rider Zeo, Decade Armor,
So
Ryuki Survive.
Ryuki form, which
Ryuki
is
form.
styled after Survive.
Yeah.
Because Ryuki has no other forms.
Back in my day, the riders only had 2 forms, the main form and the spinal form. They had a mid form, but that was basically just to sell a new toy.
He also had blank form, but we don't talk about
He
that.
only had 5 forms, not freaking 50 gajillion. But yeah.
When I was their age, Kamen Riders had to ride or kick 70 kilometers through the blistering snow to get to their kaijins.
How many miles, Dad? 15, and you know it.
I killed 50 kaijins.
I killed 50.
I killed 50 riders.
I killed 50 rats.
You weren't in both plot arcs. Yes, I was. You weren't also in the movie. Yes, I was.
But yeah, I did. My favorite thing was just that finding out that Odin was Kanzaki the entire time.
I knew it.
Oh, that was cute. But back in my day, Kamen Rider still used motorcycles.
I see you use a sword. Do your feet not work?
Which I noticed that they never used the ride
The ride shooter?
the ride shooter at all. But
Which is really dumb because the things that connect them to the bike were like riddled all over their fucking suits.
which I'm fine with that. They didn't use it, but I am glad that there is a figure arts of it.
Of the bike?
Yeah.
Sure.
And
Merchandising.
so yeah, Odin dies, which leads to Kanzaki dying, and thus the special just kind of ends with Shinji remembering the fight, but everyone else but everyone's dead.
Everyone else is dead again.
But
they'll live on in my heart, and we'll see them in the next anniversary special.
But you want to know the
Goodbye.
cruelest thing? That's life. You remember, and people die.
But what? Oh, what happened to Minji?
He's dead.
For now, maybe. I don't know. That's never explicitly said.
Oh no, maybe
Shinji gets control back, and we never see Dark Shinji ever again.
it's possible that Ryuga
He's
is
still rustling around there in the dark of his heart.
He's probably still in the mirror world where he
Probably.
belongs. Because remember, it's Japan. If you can't kill it, seal
Scrap
it.
it. Yeah.
Seal it.
Yeah, pretty much.
But overall, yeah, I enjoyed this Ryuki special. It was
I liked
cool.
it.
Oh,
Despite the unanswered questions, I enjoyed it.
But despite its flaws, I really loved this Kamen Rider Ryuki special. As a hardcore Kamen Rider Ryuki fan, it was a good trip down memory lane, making me remember why I love Kamen Rider Ryuki.
Oh yeah.
I like how everything you just said sounded like it came from someone who's trying to reach a minimum word count in an essay.
Maybe. I'm not. What script? I ain't reading a script. That wasn't even a script. That was a plastic bag.
Don't ruin the movie magic.
That's how I actually used to write my reports. I'd just be like, I liked this thing.
I read this thing and I liked it and it was good and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, no. And then my teacher would literally respond back with, "Why did you like it?" And I'm like,
"This is horse shit."
And I'm like, "I don't know. I just did."
Then again,
it was good and I enjoyed it and I lent it to my brother.
Then again, apparently when I was a kid, one of my reports on Stan Lee ended with, The reason why I like Stan Lee is because he created Iron Man. He's my favorite hero. that was it. That was it.
I mean, yeah.
Like, okay.
I like him because he's very ironic.
We also do get a quick glimpse of Ryuki survive and Knight survive in this special. Hopefully in the future, if they ever do make a sequel to this Ryuki special, which they probably won't.
Probably not.
But think of it this way, guys. You got a proper ending for Kamen Rider Ryuki in some shape or form.
Everyone died!
Everyone stayed dead.
And the most important thing we can take from all this is that Gar finally got to watch the 1994 Street Fighter movie.
I actually did watch the 1994 Street Fighter movie.
I liked it for how silly it was.
Oh, I love the production value of it. I just think it could have had a better editing and story plot.
I wish I was watching it with
There are 5 editors in that movie.
You can see them!
That's 3 too many.
3 too many.
Yeah, go watch the 94 Street Fighter movie. It's like Mortal Kombat Annihilation. It's one of the greatest bad movies ever.
It's a good 90s movie, per se.
So if you want to hear Giles to say anytime, dickhead.
But yeah, with regards to the end of the special, it's a weirdly nice and also stupidly hilarious shot where you just see Shinji holding the cards for Drag Rider and Darkwing, and then they just fly out of his hand up into the breeze and then just vanish away.
Well, yeah, because Kenzaki died.
Yeah.
Kenzaki's kind of the ruler of the mirror world.
And thus all the Pokemon were set free, just like Ash Ketchum.
You could say Kanzaki went, bye-bye, so long, see you later.
Bye-bye. See you later. But that possibly is leading to...
Dimension 7, there can't be a sequel involving the writer's children because they're all dead!
No,
they don't have children!
Yeah, they're
most
dead.
of them are guys.
One of them was Guy!
No, they're all just children of Fom.
Well, she does actually have 2 kids. But no, this does lead into the theory, though, now that I'm thinking about it. If Kenzaki died, wouldn't that have restarted? Like, wouldn't that bring back everyone, though, in the real world with no memory?
Not necessarily.
Or is it just safe to say...
They died because they were murdered, not because of Kanzaki's existence.
That is true.
That's like saying, if I break this knife, whoever I stabbed with it comes back to life.
Then they're still dead. So, yeah, overall, 8 out of 10 for me. On the Richter scale.
Okay.
No.
On the Richter scale.
I don't know.
It costs 8 out of 10 earthquakes.
On the Gar's Toku Vlogs rating, I give it a freaking 80%. Which, no.
Now it's a percent.
No, you know what? I give it a hashtag no regrets. Because I don't know why, when I was starting Gar's Toku Vlogs, I kind of took a note from Gerard with his whole rating system.
That's what I did with my Adventure Hour streams. I play a game for an hour and then I decide if it's worth playing for longer, and it's like it ranges from play the fuck out of it to play it if you feel like it to maybe once or twice to nope.
Never. So yeah, Jikai Radio Sentai Cast Ranger. To keep going, since we really liked the Ryuki special, or at least I like the Ryuki special.
Well, we all did. Whoops. That's a glass.
Yeah, that's glass. Oh no! Oh shit, Ryuga! Fucking bail!
We killed Ryuga!
Whee! But yes, the next episode of Cast Ranger, we will be talking about the first 3 episodes of Kamen Rider Dragon Knight.
Let's ride!
No, together we can fight the fight. Let's ride.
Yeah.
Which I've never seen Kamen Rider Dragon Knight.
It's a rocky start.
So I am in for a trip.
Yeah.
And which I will fully admit it right now, we are watching this illegally. But banana.
What the fuck?
New trailer went up today for actually the FF7 remake.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Yeah, we'll be watching the high rip qualities from
high quality rips.
The high quality rips from the Japanese DVD release of Dragon Knight.
Hooray.
Where the main hero who played the main character in Dragon Knight fully acknowledge it. Yes, this is illegal, but it's the only way to actually watch the show.
Right?
Good night, everyone.
So yeah, thanks for everyone for listening. If you're listening for the first time, I hope you enjoyed checking us out. We are a Toronto-based gaggle of Toku enthusiasts who assemble every week. And we talk about news, we talk about Rider, Sentai, and whatever else catches our fancy. So, as usual, the source of our hijinks is castranger.podbean.com. From there, you can find our Facebook group, our Twitter account, merchandise store, our Discord server where you can listen live, and our Patreon where you can donate, pledge to us to help us make the show better for you.
That's
And
right.
eventually put out the fucking video game.
Yep.
So, thanks you all. Thanks to everyone for listening, liking, favoriting, sharing, subscribing, and just being awesome people. I hope you have a super day, and we'll hear you next week.
Bye. Just play the Ultra Ranger opening.
No.
Ishinomori.
Shotaro Ishinomori, the man who had a dying sister. Kamen Rider, Super Sentai.
But when the people won't give those shows justice, these podcasters will.
Well, technically there are like,
For they are!
well, there are actually like a ton of people who talk about Kamen Rider and Super Sentai, so this opening bit doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. So
Radio Sentai.
Cast Ranger?
Cast Ranger!
Oh, I cannot wait to actually drop that from the opening. Because I actually hate listening to that now.
Right?
I actually liked that first, but now I hate it.
I hate what
Alright.
I've created.
Thanks, I hate it.
Anyways.